Hey, weirdo.
Somebody hurt Unc real bad right here.
Some of us in this reality that we're currently living in, some of us are really lost. Some of us have no purpose. Some of us don't know exactly what the mission is, exactly what they should be doing next. And it makes a lot of sense because there's so much noise right now. The amount of noise that is circulating everywhere, a lot of it is mostly demonic. A lot of it is just debauchery and hedonism. And you don't necessarily want to get caught up in that. The only way through and the only way that allows you to focus on the signal is your connection with God. Now, this is not a video that's going to be religious in the sense or in the sense of spiritual or whatever the case. I guess it leans more toward being spiritual than anything else, because it's more in the sense of the more you can have that communication with the higher power, the more you can listen to your intuition, the more you can move and start doing things that make sense to you, the more all the doors open up and opportunities open up for you. Just recently, I have taken the opportunity to double down on making content creation. And as you can see, this is my third YouTube channel. I'm not saying that, oh, I'm crazy, I'm big like that. But the first time I got my YouTube check, I realized that everything I wanted to do was being laid out before me. It was my goal at the end of 2023 or 2024, at the year of 2024, to get monetized on YouTube. So I was putting out content consistently, and then everything took a thumbs up at the start of 2025, January, and then my account was monetized. And since that time, I realized that when I want to go and force and try to do my own thing, things kind of are rocky. When I kind of just let life happen, but I know that I'm making the right choices, things open up for me. The opportunities open up for me. So the more you can listen to the higher ups, that sort of energy that guides you to whatever your destiny or your purpose is, the more you kind of realize that opportunities are opening up. More now than ever, I'm focusing on content creation. I'm focusing on making content. And more than ever, you need to be focusing on whatever opportunity or thing you want to be doing. Because the more you focus on that and the more you make that a part of your day-to-day, the more opportunities will arise and things will start to fall into place to help you create this sort of reality. Now, this is not a reality creation video, but in the sense of the more you focus on what you're supposed to be doing, the more God will reward you, okay? I had to start over what I was doing. I was running an animation studio from 2020 to the end of 2025. And 2025, at the end of 2025 in December, is when I closed the door to the animation studio, because around 2023, the abundance of AI and everything, no one wanted to pay for animation. So I had to, essentially, the last 2 years, my business has slowly been dying to the point where it wasn't able to pay anything for me anymore. No bills, nothing. So I had to completely abandon the business. And in those last 2 years, I felt more lost and more and without any sense of self-esteem than I ever have in my entire life. I was drinking more, I was doing debauchery more, I was getting lost in things that before I would deem inappropriate and low value, and it eventually had consumed my whole life. I had no sense of self-worth, and this idea of being me was gone. The artist known as me would disappear, and this new entity had taken over, and it just wanted to get lost in the sorrow and this idea of self-humiliation that I was bringing upon myself. And I wasn't the person that I was before. My identity was lost. But in the more now than ever, since January, since I got back from being in the Congo to living here in Canada, the idea of who I am supposed to be has come back stronger than ever, because my ideas of what was supposed to be real were quenched by the fact that I said, you know what? Everything that's going to happen to me, everything is working out for me. Let me put my trust in God and let Him guide and open all the doors that are supposed to happen. Right now, the job market is terrible. I'm applying for marketing jobs because I work for myself, right? But I'm applying for marketing jobs to get some sort of job, to have some sort of income coming in so I can spend my majority of my time streaming, right? After work or whatever. But none of those jobs are hiring. But what is moving and getting traction is all the remote online jobs like I've had, like the business I was running before was online, right? Making animation and stuff. So all the sort of that online world is coming back in a different way that I wasn't really expecting. I'll go for an interview about, like, I did this landscaping interview that I was supposed to do like labor and work and build fences and stuff. But then the conversation was starting to lean more towards social media and the implementation of AI and all these different things. And as the conversation was progressing, that's where I realized that, as the person was also talking, that, oh, he's like, I actually need help with that. But the job was never advertised as a marketing job. The job was never advertised as a job that, oh, I'm going, you know what I mean? I need this, no. The job was advertised as just as this is a labor thing. I went in for the labor interview, and it was one of those things, as I was laying in bed, I said to myself, I don't even want to go to this. Why? I'm too pretty to work in the cold, okay? That's true. But I said to myself, no, let's go. Even if it's for a month or two, let me just work this labor job, have some bread so I can start making some moves. And like I said, the conversation divulged from being labor to we started talking about marketing, and now I'm going to be coming in, shooting their content for them, creating their online story and online presence for like social media. And it wasn't what I was expecting. But because I believed in that intuition and that nudge, I said, no, just go. God ended up opening the opportunities and doors. And to sum up this video, I want to tell you that whatever situation you are currently in, whether you are suffering, whether you have everything you want to have, but you just seem to have this sort of a glaze or some sort of fogginess, you're unable to see the true path of where you're supposed to be going, just keep going. You might not have the job, you might not have the money, or vice versa, you might have it all, but you're still there's a little bit of emptiness there. That space, you left it for God. Trust in Him, put all your trust in Him and everything that you want to be doing, and all the opportunities will happen. Now more than ever, Satan and his demons and his harlots and his sirens are running around rampant, trying to distract us from the actual goals that we are supposed to be doing. And now more than ever, we have to take heed in things that are appropriate and supposed to be for us, because that's where the abundance lies. It doesn't lie in all the BS that exists. It lies in the path and the purpose that one has in their own life. Focus on you. Be selfish for the time being, because once everything comes into place in your own life, then you can turn around and fix things that are happening in other people's life that you want to fix. You can be that person who helps others and has abundance to be able to be fruitful and help other people. But until that moment, trust in yourself and God. You might not have the things that you want, but it's okay to step out of your usual comfort zone or your zone of employment or whatever it is, and try other things to supplement your income for the time being. It's not a negative thing. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right, there's other videos here on the side somewhere popped up here. Click another video, enjoy it. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Ciao.